Welcome to episode 253 of Outrage Factory, guest starring Patrick Johnston. We are going to do the second half of what I was going to call 32 questions, but we only did 16 the first half, so we're doing 16 the second half. So I just called it Dale asked Pat a bunch of questions about NHL. And it's kind of a wordy title, but
hey, how come? Here's a question: how come
Shrugs.
this is Outrage Factory, not the Dale Show?
Because the Dale Show's more conspiracy theory stuff,
Right.
and Outrage Factory has it's more current events and like what's going on, and
got it. Okay.
it's kind of like I feel like people who want to hear about NHL before the NHL season aren't going to go to the Dale Show. They're going to come to the Outrage Factory.
The Dale Show, people know what the Dale Show is, whereas this could be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I love it.
Okay, so we're starting with the Metro. I just wanted housekeeping. 2 days after we recorded the first episode, Cole Perfetti signed. So
that's right.
There you go. Hopefully, 2 days after this, Swayman signs.
Yeah.
Okay, so Metro, Carolina Hurricanes. Does Skyler Brindamour make the team? And am I just reading into this? Is this a weird thing, or is he justifiably at training camp? And I don't know if he's still there for preseason.
No, I don't think he makes it. Like, where in that lineup is he going to make it?
I hear a lot of people say that the NHL and hockey in general, there's a lot of politics involved and nepotism. Is there enough nepotism to get a guy like Skyler in, or is it mostly merit-based?
I mean, Rod Brind'Amour has been a pretty successful coach.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this is the biggest sort of emotional challenge he's faced in his career. I think he's safe from the fact that currently the Carolina Hurricanes have 13 forwards under on NHL contracts. Like, I just don't see the path right now. Maybe he gets called if somebody gets hurt, but like every single guy. Well, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say every single guy. You go from the top. Svechnikov, Jarvis, Nietzsche, Kotkaniemi, Martinuk, Stahl, Roslovic, Fast, Carrier, Drury. All those guys are going to have jobs, right?
Yeah.
And that's 8, 9, 10, 11. And then there's like 3 guys on cheap deals. Brendan Lemieux, who's going to stick around. Tyson Jost, who I'm surprised he's around. These are just guys that are like, it's a deep team. So I'm just having a hard time seeing it. There's just no way that sort of jumps out at me that this guy's gonna, it's not happening.
He's not good enough to make
it.
Okay. Going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. This is kind of just like an esoteric question. Did Johnny Gudreau change the modern NHL by showing that small guys, they could make it? Like, you've always had small guys like St. Louis and Fleury. They're all around the same height as Gudreau, but Gudreau was only 163 pounds, whereas you get a guy like DeBrincat, who's an inch taller, but like 20 pounds heavier. Is there a legacy there, or am I reading into it?
Yes. No, you're onto something. He did. Like, he did. I mean, he showed that little players can thrive in a way that we'd seen before. Like, it wasn't anything new.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about little guys, talk about Martin St. Louis or Mark Savard, or but the game, he came at a time when the game really was changing. So I don't think he made that happen. I think the game was ready for him, but he definitely raised the bar for teams not being afraid, or sorry, he lowered the bar for teams not being afraid of little guys.
Okay.
He was an incredible player, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And Columbus, listen, it was an odd choice for him to sign there, but he he bought in on something he thought it was going to change the way. And so now, Columbus obviously now it's, that's the reality in all this tragedy.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Sometimes I guess there's a bounce, an emotional bounce off events like this. I don't know if Columbus is going to do that. They still have a long way to go to build that team.
Are they at the cap floor right now? I know they have the most cap space.
I haven't checked. The last I understood was that they were not,
mm-hmm.
and I hadn't heard what was going to. I've obviously, it's a question that has come up. I haven't seen anything about that, because I think there are a whole bunch of other there are a bunch of considerations on how that contract works now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't affect their cap, would it? Like, not the same as a buyout or something?
Well, no, buyout, there's a mechanism, a buyout has a mechanism tied to it in the CBA.
Yeah.
Where even if you buy the contract out, there's still a cap hit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like, there's no.
But the question, there's no. Well, there's no precedent for this. So the question becomes, there's money that's going to get paid out. Like, that's the thing. So does the cap hit disappear? I know he's not playing, but there are players who are not playing who still have cap hits. Like, Tucker Pullman is never going to play hockey again, and he's still a cap hit on the Canucks' salary cap. So,
exactly.
I know that's morbid and whatnot, but
yeah, and it's a tough thing to talk about too, because it's like you don't want to talk about it, but they have to be cap compliant by the first day of the season.
Yeah.
They have 20. I'm looking at Puckpedia right now. They have 23 of 23 contracts.
Yeah. Gudreau's contract is on there still, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it? 24.8 million cap space. They're at 63.2. Do you know offhand what the cap floor is?
That's about that. 65.
Okay, so they're only.
Have they taken Gudreau off? Or sorry, is Gudreau not on there?
I'm
now?
scrolling down right now. Yeah, he's
they
off.
don't have it on there. They don't have any. I don't know what there hasn't been any mention of a resolution on that.
You know what they should do?
I guess Puckpedia's assumption. I should check in with those guys actually.
I think they should offer sheet Swayman and just give him $11 million.
That is an issue. They're gonna have. Well, didn't you say that? Someone said that.
Said what?
All right, who's next?
I said
Swayman offer sheet idea. Was that
last episode was I said Chicago should do it.
Oh, it was Chicago. That's right.
That's just my going thing. Is every team should. That would just get. New Jersey Devils. Will Markstrom finally make them as good as all the Hughes and Bratt jock sniffers say they are?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, bold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big Jacob Markstrom guy.
Yeah.
There's enough in that system. There's enough on that team that I think it'll make a difference.
Nice. Yeah, they do seem like they're a good team. Although, was it one of the Hughes is injured? Was that Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. New York Islanders. Will Waugh improve them this year?
No.
I love this. Let's just skip through all these boring teams. New York Rangers. Should I be scandalized by Rempe's offseason fight training like all the articles would have me believe?
I will say this. I am worried for the young man's future.
Mm-hmm.
But the game still values it. As long as the game values it, there's going to be stuff like this. I don't know if he's going to be able to sustain. The kid can play. Like, that's the thing. Everybody tells me the kid can play. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's going to be able. I just don't think he's going to be able to sustain what he's trying to do. He's going to burn brightly for a little while, and then he'll get hurt, whether it's in a fight or not. Something's going to go awry, and so
and he's still super young. Is he like, even if he doesn't get injured or CTE or anything, does he still have the stamina, strength, and your ability to do this in like 4 years?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Let's put it this way. Look at Michael Furlan. The guy was a red hot player and ran into some problems, and now he's not in the NHL. And I don't think he regrets anything he did, but
Yeah.
I'm
Going
not
on.
outraged. I'm not outraged. I mean, guys taking fighting lessons in the offseason. I mean, that's an old story. It's not.
Yeah. I know, but it was just like you saw the like pictures
Oh,
and they're like people are like, "Could you believe it?" He's like hitting pads and
yes, I
stuff.
can.
I mean, that's what he said he wanted to do, and that's
Yeah.
basically why he got to play last year. So,
Yeah. Exactly.
Should I take Michkov with my first pick in fantasy for Philadelphia Flyers? Not first overall. It's a keeper league, so pretty much 70 of the best guys are gone. He's ranked. He's ranked number 11th of what's left.
Okay.
Should I take him? Because he looks pretty good.
Assuming, listen, if you're not trying to win this year, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He might help you win this year, but I don't. You should be thinking a little differently. But yeah, he's going to be a great player. I have no doubt about this.
Should I take him over Celebrini?
That's a tough question because you have to think about which organization do you believe in more, and I don't believe in either organization.
Well, I feel like Philly's got that hot Russia connection this year, where they got like 3 players from Russia, so they're gonna be good. The only other thing is Celebrini. We're all saying, yeah, he's going straight to the NHL, but he's still the young Celebrini. Will he be? Right. And he's playing for San Jose. Like Bedard did it with Chicago last season.
Yeah,
but
listen, Celebrini is going to be a great player. I'm just we're talking about margins here, right? And so who's going to be on the better team? It might be Michkov, but
yeah,
I don't have a whole lot of faith. I mean, Michkov's now playing for look at the coach he's playing for.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I pass on that question.
Okay. Pittsburgh Penguins. Is Sidney Crosby the goodest hockey player ever? Not good, like most skilled or whatever, just like the goodest guy.
I understand what you mean. Oh,
for his $8.7 million contract that he just signed for 2 years.
Yeah, just for like in terms of like roster value.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
he's finally getting some credit for his two-way game. It's bizarre. I took him to age 37, but he's a guy that deserves more Selke votes. I think obviously he was a league MVP for so long.
Yeah.
He's just a remarkable player, and he still does it. I got to see the Penguins. Obviously, I've seen them a few times. I've been to watching Pittsburgh. He still just does it. He just gets the puck in the corner. You don't get it back, and he makes a goal happen.
Do you want to hear how many points Yahoo has him to get next season?
98.
Really? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know.
Hold on. This might take me a sec. I know we're crunch time for time.
I thought you were ready to go with this.
I am. I didn't look this up because I just thought of it. Oh my God. I'm sorry. This is so unprofessional.
Well, good thing it's not a professional podcast.
I do not get paid for it. So it is literally not a professional podcast. He is ranked. This is as interesting as when you were stalled. Okay, I got it. Sidney Crosby is ranked 28 for points in my fantasy. Like that's the scoring that I've set up. But he's gonna they're guessing he's gonna get 37 goals, 58 assists.
Okay, so
that's 95. What do you think?
I said 98.
Yeah, look at you. I guess that's why you're a professional hockey writer, and I'm just a guy who doesn't get paid to podcast.
That might be the best ever on the moment projection I've ever made.
Yeah, but full disclosure, the same guessing rating system for Yahoo Fantasy Sports also says Celebrini's not getting any points this year, so I guess they don't have him making the league.
All right, who's next?
Washington Capitals. Oh. Will Ovie score 42 goals and get the title this year?
No.
Do you say no this season or no at all?
No this season. He's going to get it, but it's not going to happen this season.
Yeah. Another question.
Just so everyone's clear.
Yeah.
The Ovie blasting away from the left face-off dot, it doesn't work anymore.
It's true.
It doesn't actually. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing that, what, 20 years? Goalies finally see.
And like teams have figured it out, and he just, I mean, he's still great. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still a strong player.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work anymore.
Do you think he should take the Hyman approach and just go stand in front of the net and let people bounce it off him?
Sure.
Okay.
He won't, but sure.
Okay, now we're moving on to the Atlantic Division.
Oh God, we're already through the Metro. Look at
us.
Yeah,
we're going so fast.
10 minutes or
Boston.
15 minutes in.
Oh fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was just. Atlantic. It's not a question. Okay, here's a question. How big of an asshole is Don Sweeney for screwing over my fantasy hockey because I have a keeper league?
Well,
and Swayman's my keeper goalie.
He's a Boston guy, so automatically.
That's true. Plus, he went after Spittin' Chicklets, and I love those guys. So
that was actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I mean, like, listen, I have two. I mostly don't think about those guys because I know they're playing to a particular sort of
lowest common denominator right here.
Yeah, but
you're looking at them.
Let me put this, and there's. I will say this: I don't like how they talk about women, but I also understand they're playing to an audience.
Mm-hmm.
I at times wish they would lead a little more on certain things, but they've built up a presence and they get stuff right.
Yeah,
right?
That's the craziest thing.
Like Biz was right about Babcock.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong. And he did. And you know what? The thing that actually I gave him the most credit for on that one is he actually showed his work.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Yeah, and then this whole Don Sweeney was he actually had beef with Ryan Whitney because Ryan Whitney said that Sweeney didn't return Swayman's calls for 3 weeks or whatever. So they're nitpicking about the specific details of what happened.
Yeah.
But Swayman's still not signed.
Nope.
And they traded Allmark.
Yep.
So what the fuck? I need his goalie points in my fantasy league, Don. Let's go.
Hey, the pressure point now is coming. The new pressure point is if the season starts, Swayman's cap hit automatically starts going up no matter what they sign him for. Like it won't be the AAV that they want to hit.
Oh, so that's true.
Right. And so there's two pressure points. And then the second one is, does he want to play this season? Because if you sign after December something or other, there's something about, this was the same thing with Nylander.
Yeah, where he went right up to the.
You ran out and then you can't play.
Yeah. Does that affect a goalie more than a forward not playing a season?
Yes.
Okay. Especially Swayman.
Anyway, so they'll get it done. It's just.
Yeah.
I think they'll get it done. I don't know what else they would do. Trade for John Gibson? I don't think they'll do that.
Oh, he's injured now.
Yeah, and now he's injured. So
yeah,
what are they going to do? They're not going to pick up one of those mediocre Detroit goalies.
Oh, one of the 7? What are they doing? Oh, I had my actual question about Swayman is, if you know offhand, we don't have to research this. Do you know how long you're allowed to offer sheet a guy? Like it has to be before the season, doesn't it? Or can you go? Like, can they still offer sheet him?
I think they can offer sheet him now.
Basically, until he's signed.
He's an RFA.
Yeah. I guess it would be till the December.
Offer sheet him anytime. He is a free agent. The Bruins just have the right to match.
Okay. Moving on to the Buffalo Sabres. Is Lindy Ruff going to kill the entire team in preseason? This was kind of, I made this before preseason started.
You want to hear a fun fact about the Buffalo Sabres?
Yes.
I'm not even going to answer your question.
Okay.
There is one player, it's still in the NHL, who has played a playoff game for the Buffalo Sabres. Do you know who it is? You're going to love the answer.
No.
Tyler Myers.
Oh, really? What? Oh, you want to know a fun fact about Tyler Myers?
Sure.
He's the same height as Myers from Halloween.
Oh. Well, I should ask him that. Anyway, no, listen, Lindy Ruff. I mean, I like the Sabres roster. I think picking up Allmark was the right call. Ruff bombed out in New Jersey. Like, I don't know why they think the guy that led them to glory all these years ago is going to suddenly find what he's lost. Like, he just doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah. I was specifically referring to how hard he was bag skating him and stuff, but yeah.
Well, but that's what I mean. Anyway.
Yeah, he's too old school. I get. Yeah. Okay. You kind of spoiled my next question for the Detroit Red Wings.
How many goalies will they have on the roster this
They
year?
have 7. 7. Like, everybody's like, can you believe they have 5 goalies on the roster? And they didn't even include the 2 that are still in the NHL or AHL. Who? What? Oh, here's a good question about like rules and stuff. How many goalies are you allowed to have on your team? I know it's at least 3. Can you have 4 goalies traveling with the team or no?
Sure.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Do they take up one of the roster spots instead of forward, or are they just?
Yeah. I mean, you're allowed 3 guys beyond your game day roster, right? So
Okay,
you could
yeah.
have 5 goalies on your roster if you want.
Oh, wow.
I mean, nobody's going to do that, but you could.
I mean, they seems like they're gonna do that. Who do you pick? Okay, you have to pick a Detroit Red Wings starting goalie.
Oh,
You have
no.
Husso, Lyon, Campbell. Campbell. I know. He's not even He wasn't even listed as an NHL goalie for them. I'm going to quickly look up Puckpedia because Cap Friendly's gone. So I have to slum it. Okay. Oh, so on Puckpedia, they have 3 NHL goalies. They must have just changed this. They have Husso, Talbot, and Lyon.
Talbot, yeah.
Is he your starter?
And Campbell. Who?
What? No,
Talbot?
Campbell's.
No, he's too old.
Yeah. So your starter, you could pick between 3 because that's who they have listed in their NHL players. You have Husso, Talbot, and Lyon. Which one of those 3 would you pick?
Sounds like it's Talbot, Lyon, and Husso are going to be the 3 guys.
Sorry, you broke up. Can you repeat that?
Although Husso needs to show that he's healthy.
You're breaking up. Can you answer again?
And
can you hear me?
No, I was just saying. It sounds like it's gonna be. It's gonna be. Is that better?
No.
How's that?
I got that it's going to be Talbot, and then Lyon as his backup,
and Husso
as his backup.
Well, I think they're going to go with 3 goalies.
Yeah, but who's the starter? Or do you think they don't have an official starter?
I think they would like it to be Husso.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
Hopefully the next question isn't that painful.
Well, no, here's what happened. I went and opened up a story, and clearly there was just too much RAM being eaten up by my
Oh my God.
computer.
Yeah, you got that computer loaner or that work loaner, just like all the porn the last guy used before you on there too. That's just in some hidden drive.
No, what happened was the IT didn't realize that it had picked up the newest Sequoia, the newest Mac OS, and I think it's a step too far for this computer.
Sequoia. They don't have numbers anymore?
No.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the Florida Panthers. Will they have Stanley Cup hangover, or do you think they'll come out and be good again?
I think they'll be tired.
Yeah.
It's tough. There's a reason why it's tough to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a strong team, but they've just played so much hockey the last 2 years that
well, that's a good
they're
point.
just going to have a hard time making it all work. I think they're going to come out slow. I think they'll make the playoffs, and I think they'll hit the wall.
Okay. Good call. Montreal. Will Laine make them good or less bad? And is Hudson in the Calder race? Two-parter.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a fascinating player. I still don't think the Habs are going to be good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like last year, they were negative 53 in goals for and against. Goals for and against is a really nice, easy, simple metric, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a lot of ground to make up. And, the Islanders and the Capitals made the playoffs, which was ridiculous. Those teams were terrible. So, are the Habs better than the Capitals? Maybe. but are the Habs better than the Capitals, Penguins, and the Islanders? I don't know. I think they're in that mix. That's what everyone's trying to be. But so are the Red Wings, and so are the Sabres, and so are the Senators. You know what I mean? Nothing happens in a vacuum. So I think it's a big mountain to climb, no matter what, for the Canadians this season. You know, Lane Hutton's he's gonna be a great story. I think he's gonna be really fun.
Nice.
But I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical of that team.
Moving on to the Ottawa Senators. Does Allmark drag them into the playoffs?
Allmark. Oh yeah, I said Allmark on the Sabres. I got confused. Sorry. Allmark is on the Senators. Well, again, it's the same problem as the Habs, right? Like the Senators have a lot of really fun pieces. I'm intrigued. I like Travis Green. I think he's a solid NHL coach. This is the time for him to prove that he is. I think he's going to be. I think that roster's bogged down with less nonsense. Nonsense than he dealt with in Vancouver.
Definitely,
but in the end, they were negative 26 in goals for and against, and it's the same problem as the Canadians. You know, can they improve their defense enough that they're going to overhaul the three teams they felt finished behind, take the fourth spot in the Atlantic, or take one of the wild cards off the team in Metro? You know, I'm just skeptical. So,
okay. Tampa, was it worth losing Stamkos to get Wenzel? Okay.
I really like Stamkos, but you know, in the end, he lost his fastball.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think Gensel still got it. So
here's a good question: who gets more one-timer goals from the point or from the hash marks this season, Stamkos or Ovechkin?
Ask it again.
Who gets more one-timer goals from like the hash point area where Ovechkin scores all his goals and Stamkos has a really good one-timer? Okay, who gets more one-timer goals?
I think it's Stamkos, just because he still had success there last year.
Okay, nice. And the last team, why is everything that Toronto does so annoying, even the way they unveil their stupid helmet sponsor? Like, they take all the O's out of their ads. They're like, what's going on? And then it's a fucking Oreos helmet sponsor. It's like, God, so annoying. Oh, it goes with the milk on the jerseys. Like, Toronto's supposed to be Canada's rap city. And it's just like so hokey and so annoying. I hate the Leafs.
I mean, let's just go with the photo of comparing Maple Leaf Square with Jurassic Park in the playoffs. A lot of white guys.
Nice. Okay, that's all our teams.
We drive the car like this. Oh,
look out. Before I let you go, I just want to ask you a couple quick questions since we blasted through our teams.
Yeah.
Pick for Calder.
Celebrity.
Okay. Pick for Hart.
McDavid.
Pick for... I just had a total brain fart.
Norris.
Yeah, Norris, sure. Nobody cares about D-Man. Except, remember when I said lowest common denominator? That's me. I don't care about D-Man. Oh, sure. Ooh, who's the best D-Man? The guy who scores the most points as a D-Man?
Yeah, I mean, that was Quinn Hughes last year, right? I mean, I think Quinn Hughes is going to be a contender, but I think someone else will win. I mean, Makar.
Yeah, that's a good, easy bet. Vezina.
Should we go outside the box and would not necessarily go outside the box, but say it could be an old bit of goodie like Vasilevsky?
Ooh, return to form with Gwen. Yeah, okay. And I can't remember the names of the other trophies. So those are the only ones looking at.
Well, those are the only ones that really matter. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
mean, the
Lady
scoring
Big. None
leader.
of us know what we're voting for. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing is the, like you said before, the Selke. That's the one for the best. The one
that's
that
the
Bergeron.
best defensive forward.
Yeah.
It's almost always Sasha Barkov. It'll probably be Barkov again.
Okay. You don't think Crosby wins it this year?
I mean, Crosby will get votes, but people love
Yeah.
voting for Barkov. So
That's true. All right, that's all I got.
all right, bud. Great
Thank
time.
you for your time. Squeezing me in. Yeah,
Right.
I love it. Okay.
We're up to see the Wild Robot.
Which is that? Oh,
Kids
what's
movie.
it called?
The Wild Robot.
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh.
Dale, soon enough, you'll be doing all these things.
Oh no, dude. I'm already working through the Pixar catalog.
No, but actually going to a movie.
Oh yeah. We'll see about that. Are they able to sit through it all fine, or do you have to bribe them?
Yeah, they love it.
Oh,
They
nice.
just stare. They eat popcorn and they stare at the screen.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
We're going to Coquitlam. It's got the, I don't know what's called, it's got the screen that goes like to your like peripheral vision or whatever.
Oh really? Crazy. I haven't been there.
So they're gonna be. I haven't done that. I'm actually kind of excited about.
Oh,
hopefully it's not too much.
IMAX?
No, it's not IMAX. It's got some other term.
Yeah, there's like so many
it's
different,
not that.
like
It's a one I hadn't seen before.
There's like, it's funny because there's like
some pano screen.
There's like 6 different types of extra special movies now.
Oh my god, the D box where your chair moves. There's 4. They've got 4D where you can smell stuff. Maybe even get wet. I don't know.
Those are just my farts, Patrick. I'm sorry.
Over the top.